I quit DaVinci Resolve thing that annoyed me for a while, and I finally figured out what's going on. So let me show you. If you're trying to change the length of like a bunch of steels at the same time, so the trick, you probably already know this, you got to go in trim edit mode, that's the T key, you select all of those steels, and the key that a lot of people don't even mention is the edit point type, that's the U key. So what the U does is switching the side of the edit point you're trimming. So basically, left side or right side. See what I'm saying? And depending on which side you're on, Resolve behave completely different. So look, if I switch it, so I'm trimming now the left side, I can drag and all the steels shrink. Let me show it. See what I'm saying? All the steels shrink and expand together. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And here's the missing piece that makes this both sides make sense. When you trim from the left side, the whole steel sequence kind of shift, So the start point can move and the sequence adjusts from that side. But when you trim from the right side, your left edge stays locked. And that's actually a pretty sweet thing, because if you need the steel sequence to start exactly on a specific cut, and you only want the steel to expand to the next cut, that's when you use the right side. Now, if you switch to the right side, and here's where a lot of people get confused, myself included, let me show you, I can still make them longer, no problem. But when I try to make them shorter, I hit a hard stop. And for me, that hard stop, it's exactly 5 seconds. And that's not a random thing. That number is coming from your preference. So you gotta go to preference. You can do Control comma on Windows or Command comma on Mac. Then just user, editing, and you'll see a standard steel duration. Mine is set to 5 seconds. You can change that if you want. So when I'm trimming from the right side, like I said before, Resolve won't let me trim. See what I'm saying? Resolve won't let me trim those steels shorter than the default duration I have set on preference. I mean, that could be useful if you definitely don't want them to go smaller. You want to keep them exactly that size. You just want to make them bigger, and you don't want them accidentally going smaller than that hard point. 5 seconds in my case, or whatever, 3 seconds, whatever is your hard stop. Now, here's the part that made it click for me. Let's say I already trimmed this steels down to, like, I don't know, half a second, 2 seconds, or whatever. Just keep in mind that new length becomes the new hard stop. So if I switch size again with you, suddenly I cannot trim shorter than that value. So basically, you can always make them longer, but when you're trimming shorter, Resolve is stopping you at whatever it is, the current minimum based on that steel behavior. So T to activate the trim mode, U to choose the correct side depending on what you want to do. See what I'm saying? This is the normal behavior when you activate U and pick the right side, and now the left side. Now, here's one more thing. If you see both sides green, like left and right active, and you try trimming, it's going to feel like nothing is happening. Or you are going to be probably affecting one steel. See what I'm saying? And that's because Resolve doesn't know which edge you want as the group edit point. So for Resolve, it's kind of like a default to acting like you're trimming just one clip. So you definitely got to press U and choose left or right depending on whatever you're trying to do. So just keep it in mind when you're trimming a bunch of steels together. You got to use T to activate the trim mode, then U to choose the correct size depending on whatever you want to do. And if you hit like a weird limit, just go ahead and check preference, user, editing, standing still, duration, and then there you can change. It's usually 5 seconds, the default, but you can change it to whatever you want, 2, 5, 10 seconds, or whatever. Well, that's it. I just wanted to share it because I asked ChatGPT and Gemini, and they gave me a lot of confusing information. They have a lot to learn about DaVinci Resolve. And then I watched a bunch of tutorials, and a lot of people don't even mention the U key part, this edit point type functionality and what happens when you switch from the left side to the right side. And that's so weird because that's literally the whole point, the whole thing.